Today I'm going to talk about the toi et moi engagement ring, which quite literally means in French, you and me. It's about bringing two focal stones together and setting them to see what the collaborative effort is. In this case, the duo is better than one.
It's Miriam!
The toi et moi has its historical reference with Napoleon. This is actually the engagement ring style that he gave to his beloved Josephine, who was Queen of Italy. It was actually a very disruptive declaration of their love, that it's about you and me and nobody else. More traditionally was a single stone, but in this case, it's about two stones coming together as the focal impact. What I wanted to do today is really bring you into our approach when we're designing toi et moi engagement rings. First off, we need to consider both stones with equal measure. That doesn't mean that they have to be the same stone. They can even be a diamond, a moissanite, a gemstone, different colors coming together, different shapes coming together, different proportions coming together. But we do have to consider them in equal measure. Each stone gets full attention. But what's distinguished about a toi et moi that we really want to consider is that it's not just about the stone alone, it's the two stones and how they look and complement one another. The first place to start with this is really considering which two shapes you want to bring together. An oval and an emerald, or a pear and a round, is going to look completely different when set side by side with each other. So one of the first places that we get our clients to start is really, what are the two stones that we want to come together? After we decide on the shapes, we're going to get into the materials. Are we thinking a diamond, a moissanite? Are we thinking a gemstone? Are we thinking about pairing a diamond and a gemstone? Because even that, not only would the shape change the effect, the different materials coming together will also have a dynamic part on how the two stones read together. Oftentimes when we are doing the toi et moi, it's about the solitaire design, so there's no accent stones and it's just about the two focal stones. We could set it with a bezel set, which is really just more about borders around the two stones. We could set it with a claw set, and then even that, we're gonna figure out which setting is right for you. Occasionally what we have done is a more artistic toi et moi, when perhaps maybe you wanna have a more floral design coming together with a focal stone as well. The other thing that you really wanna consider is the proportions. Typically, the toi et moi tends to be two different shapes coming together, but the proportional size will be pretty much equal. But we can still do this where you can have one stone larger than the other, and it still really works because it's still the effect of it being two stones together instead of just one focal stone. Finally, you want to think about placement. So do you want the two stones to be more on an equal axle, or do you like the idea of slanting them? We can also figure this out depending on the stone that you choose. They could be leaning into each other, they could be leaning out, they could be more diagonal, they can be a little bit more horizontal. There's a myriad of ways to really set them so that the effect is what you're looking for. So there you have it. The toi et moi is all about bringing two distinct parts together. Together, it is more dynamic. It becomes a rich duo. When you're ready, reach out to us. We would love to curate the options. We'd love to figure out the exact way that the toi et moi not only is going to symbolize the you and me in your relationship, it's going to be exactly what you're considering for your dream engagement ring.